Hey guys, we're doing our sound check. This is Nick and Chris, our special guest tonight here for the garden party. We're just doing a sound check right now, so if anybody out there can just give me some feedback, let me know that you're hearing sound, you can see them. And yeah, so we're about a half an hour away from the show, so these guys might give you a couple extra songs here for you to digest until they get up here for real. 5:30 is when they begin. All right.
Hey, y'all. I've been beat up and battered round. I've been set up and I've been shot down. You're the best thing that I ever found. Handle me with care. Reputations are changeable. Situations are tolerable. Baby, you're adorable. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you let me show you that I care? Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and I'll dream on. I've been robbed and I've been fooled. I've been rude and ridiculed. Daycare centers and midnight schools. Handle me with care. We're sent to airports and terrorized. When Selena's low and hypnotized. Overexposed and commercialized. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you let me show you that I care? Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and a dream on. I've been uptight and I've been made a mess. I'm cleaning up myself, I guess. Oh, sweet smell of success. Handle me with care. All right. You can hear it, you can see it. All right. Man, I'm getting excited for Billy Davison's set. That's all I know. Sure. Oh, really?
You could do it.
I
know you guys kill it.
we should practice it out in the
Been a while.
break. It's been a while.
I love the way
We just practice it now. We can do it later. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Oh man. I've been down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Well, I played California. There ain't too much I haven't seen. Well, I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. I left a girl in West Virginia where that old green grass grows out. I left a girl in Cincinnati where the Ohio River flows. Yes, I did. Well, I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. Oh, tell me one more time. When I was up there in Chicago, I was known as quite a boy. Yes, I was. We're down in Alabama. They call me the man of joy. Well, they still do. Well, I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. Well, I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with any old rambling man. All right. Sound check complete. All right. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Carol Collier says Dick and I used to work together.
Hey, Carol. We did work together. And, you know, we kept our clothes on.
All right, I think everything's working. Everybody's telling me that they're hearing everything, seeing everything, so please let me know. Yep, please let me know if there's any problems going on. And yeah, so just a couple minutes away, guys. Yep. Heard any new good jokes?
Can you think of one good one?
All right, you don't have to go there. I just asked Nick if he had any good jokes. He goes, yeah, but I can't say them. They're horrible. Just remember, whatever you're saying back there is being recorded. That microphone's, yeah, so don't say anything illegal.
Stay as long as you want.
No, they're not in here. Still can't remember where I put them. See if they're in this bin here. I don't think they are, though. Can't remember. Can't believe I don't remember where I put them. Put them in somewhere. I can't remember where to keep them dry. Don't remember. I'll take a little walk here once I get this guitar situated here. Check, check. For all you folks up in Syracuse, New York, it's freezing down here. It's like in the 60s, man. We're freezing. I know that's cruel. I'm sorry, but you can always come down here, man. You got a free place to stay. I just talked to my buddy Russ. He said you could stay at his house. He lives in France. All right. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to play. I think I'm going to go back and play some older stuff. Cindy asked for A World of Glass, and she asked for Fly With Me. I see those are here. So, yeah, we'll give those a try. Maybe start off with something I know. Don't do that. That must make no sense. Can't remember. I'm going to have to go out there and just physically walk around and try to refresh my memory because they might be in the truck. Check. All right, we're about 20 minutes away, folks. I gotta go find some logs. We're gonna build a fire. I'm sure you don't want to hear that. Sorry. I'll be back. All right, folks, welcome to the garden party. Starting up here in about 10 minutes. Cheers. Come here. Come here. You guys might recognize this dog here, Jasmine. Come here. Come here, Jazz. Jazz. Come on, Jazzy, get over here. You used to fuck with her a lot. You're the reason she does that, because you used to fuck with her a lot. I know, and so she turned into you. That's what happened. We're talking about my buddy Russ, our next door neighbor with Jasmine. How their personalities are slowly turning into one. You're starting to look a little bit like her. All right, I'm going to start 5 minutes early here. This is a song I wrote. Cindy and I used to travel back and forth from the Keys up to New York, and we'd always stop in South Carolina. We had an RV at the time. We used to stop at this place called Hunting Island, right on the ocean. And if you got lucky, you could get a spot right on the water for like $17 at night. It was crazy. Didn't have power, but that's okay. But that's what inspired this song, and I miss it. I would love to finally go back there one of these days. So this is something I wrote called Carolina. Glad you're all here. It's been a long time since we've been mine. All those good times in Carolina. I miss those days and the ocean waves. Her southern ways, Carolina. Like a band of gypsies, we were free. I hope that she's still there and she still remembers me. We used to go where the waves would roll. I did not know how much I miss Carolina. I should have never left her behind. Sometimes I wish that I could just go back in time. It's been a long time since she's been mine, and all those good times we had with Carolina, all those good times, Carolina, Carolina. Carolina, Carolina. How'd you like that cover up? I thought it was ending. Oh, I'm not done yet. Better add a few more licks to get away with it. All right, so we are just seconds away from the beginning of the show, saying hello to Mike Brayshaw, one of our regulars, and Mary Lou, my sister Mary Lou, who did one of the shows here. Carol Collier, which I believe is one of Nick's friends. Yep. And Bruce, of course, he's always here. God bless you, Bruce. Love you. Mary Jane O'Brien. Hey, girl. And Sid up there in Herkimer where it's freezing cold, I'm sure. Sorry. Come down and stay with us, Sid. Sing a few songs with us. Timmy Marusik, another Herkimer person. And Becky. Hi, Becky. You guys are going to be here shortly, aren't you? Yeah, very shortly. She's up there in Illinois. Rockford. Well, thanks for being here. I want to welcome you all to Billy and Cindy D's Garden Party. This is a show that we do weekly, either on Mondays or Tuesdays. The sound check starts at 4:30, and then I'll do a half an hour. And then my special guests tonight are Nick Kimball and Chris Basin from the Carousers. They're one of my favorite bands that play down here, and they play at the Lorelei every Monday. A few other places, too, so it's a lot of good music coming up. Cindy asked me to do this song here. I'm a little worried, but we'll give it a shot. This is a song I wrote a long time ago. My buddy Steve Holly helped me write this one. And that's why I'm worried, because I can't remember, how do I play this? It's been too long. All right, so it's drop D, capo 4, it says here, so we'll see if that makes any sense in my brain. It's funny, I can remember every chord for every song, no problem. Words, though, I can screw up Brown Eyed Girl, I swear to God. It's sad. It's sad. They just all have gone away. If it wasn't for this thing that's here in front of me that maybe you can see, I bet I'd be dead. I wouldn't be able to do I'd probably do 10 songs. Screw them up, too, sure. All right, I'm scared, but we'll give it a shot. This is for Cindy D, and it's also for Steve Holly. I love you, Steve. You were a great songwriter. I wish you were still with me. Thank you for this song, though. Like the men who wrote the Constitution, they could be here now. Would they prove of this confusion and how it's all been changed around? And you dare not show your freedom in a world of glass. And your life is best kept secret in a world of glass. In a world of glass. Wow, I can't believe how this song is still so, makes total sense of what's going on. This was 40 years ago he wrote this. Don't try to show your inhibitions. Who's gonna cut you any slack? You put your life on exhibition, then they stab you in the back. And you dare not show your freedom in a world of glass. And your life is best kept secret in a world of glass. In a world of glass. Don't walk, don't run, don't pass me by. Don't laugh, don't look, don't even try. don't throw stones in a world of glass. Don't want to be lost in this confusion. Don't want to be lost and not be found. There's got to be a good solution. Instead of being kicked and dragged around till you're on the ground and you dare not show your freedom in a world of glass. And your life is best kept secret in a world of glass. In a world of glass. In a world of glass. Don't want to live in a world of glass. In a world of glass. In a world of glass. Oh my God, I remembered it. Wow, and I'm doing the song too, and I'm listening to the words, and I mean, these words are 35 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, they're so apropos right now. It's just really dawned on me what a great song it is. Robert Nicholas is in the house, and Don Angel, and Janice Langlius, I guess so. Matt Beechner. Matt, we're making plans for the Kentucky Moon reunion as we speak. It's going to be September 20th, I think it is. Sunday, September 20th. Eric Ringwald, always here at seeing the show, and Tom and Deb Razy also. Thanks for being here and watching, guys. So I got to share a story. My daughter pulls into the driveway, and she's pulling some stuff out, and I'm coming from the backyard, and this older couple goes walking by, and they go, hi. She goes, hi, how you doing? She goes, do you mind if we ask you a question? So I'm listening. She goes, am I hearing live music? And she goes, yeah, my dad, blah, 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 blah. And I was, hi, how are you? And so I went over and talked to him. And we have some really great neighbors, and if you're out there hearing me right now, thanks for putting up with us. We always will be done at 7 o'clock or 15. But it'll always be early, and it won't be out of a big ruckus, and we won't park in front of your houses. We won't do all this stupid stuff that ruin a good thing. We got a nice little crowd here tonight. Here, I see some family and some friends and neighbors. We've got some folks down from Isla Morada that fans of ours that come to see us and see Nick and Chris. So is the wife coming? She's going to try to get out of work, or is probably not going to happen? Yeah? Well, yeah. We'll see. Bill and Jan are usually here, but you know what? They're probably going, oh, it's going to be too cold. Well, Bill and Jan, if you're out there, I love you. And you're always welcome to come here to the garden party. All right, so the other one you wanted to hear was Fly With Me. All right, so we'll give that a shot, too. Steve also wrote this one with me. Back in the early days of Lorelei and playing in Isla Morada, I met this guy that used to fly ultralight airplanes. And it was I might as well share this story. It was we were out boating. It was Paul Case and Julie and Kaylee, I think, was with us, and you and I, and we're anchored out at the sandbar at Holiday Isle, way all the way to the end there, and this guy's flying over the top of us, and he keeps waving. He's going, and we're going, hey, how you doing? He's going, hey, how you doing? So about a half an hour later, we left that spot, and we went over to the regular sandbar area, and then he flies down with his ultralight and lands right next to us. And he goes, I was trying to tell you, there's like 5 bull sharks about 30 yards away from you. Hi, how you doing? So that's how I met this guy, and I said, hey, I'd like to take a ride. And so, a couple 30 or 40 rides later, I was on my way to being maybe a semi-pilot. But unfortunately, he had an accident. It was on the sandbar, the same place where I met him, and he crashed and burned, and it was terrible. It was one of my good buddies. Don Blank was his name. And I'm so glad I wrote the song before it happened. So every time I sing it, it's sometimes hard to get through. So if I start breaking up, it's just smoke and mirrors. It's really not me. Feel the wind rush by your ears while the minutes help the years. It's all right. Time won't mind. And the sky becomes your friend. Hill and stream dissolve and blend. It's all right. Earth won't mind. Fly with me high above, okay, the land and sea. Fly with me. From above, it's so clear to me why the eagle must be free. It's all right. Feels like me. Natural and meant to be. Earth and sky, they sing to me. It's all right. Feels like me. Fly with me high above the land and sea. Fly with me. Fly with me high above the land and sea. Fly with me. Won't you fly with me? Fly away with me. Fly with me. Oh, fly away with me. Boy, I certainly screwed that one up. I finally figured out how to play the damn thing. I had it in the wrong capo and everything else, but still got through it, and it's still a great song. So thank you, Steve, for that one. And thank you, Don, for teaching me how to fly. Scott Penry's here, and Larry Baker, my good bud there in Washington State, my Key West songwriting pal. Glad to see you're here, Larry. Hope things are not too bad out there, and you guys are getting your ass kicked, I can see. It's a balmy 65 degrees here. Hate to rub it in, but got to do it. All right, so I'm just doing some original stuff here. You guys want to hear any original songs, yell it out. I thought this is my latest and greatest. I've spent close to a couple years on this one because I just could not figure out the arrangement to get it right. It's about my generation. I'm a 60s guy. I grew up in the 60s. Born in 1956, and I saw it all. I saw John Kennedy assassination, Martin Luther King assassination. I had heroes like Mahatma Gandhi, and John Lennon was my main man. So I got to thinking about this song, and I got to thinking, just yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday? Was it his birthday? Yeah. And he had a dream, and I thought, well, I'll take that idea of the dream, because I had a dream too when I was a kid, and all my heroes and all the things that we actually did accomplish in that short period of time. And then I look at what's going on now with my daughter's generation and scratch my head and go, oh boy, we're in deep shit. But I have faith, I have hope. We need to find some young person. I'm tired of all these old people. Too many old guys in power. We don't need no 80-year-olds. We need somebody like in their 50s or something who's got fresh ideas, someone that can actually speak truths that everybody listens to and believes. Good luck on that one. All right, so this is called Dream. Hope you like it. We were children of the 60s, flower power, hot and hippies. We really thought we had a chance. The early days of rock and roll, when thoughts of change was in our soul. The music made us all get up and dance. And life was so much more simple then. We had a dream that we could change the world. Or was it just a dream? Fighting for our civil rights, we watched it all in black and white as shots rang out from a Memphis sky. Protest signs against the war, peace and love we're fighting for. You can't say that we didn't try, but all good things must come to an end. Dream, we had a dream we could change the world. Or was it just a dream? not saying it was all in vain. I've been praying for our children. They could have this dream, have a dream. You could change the world. Or was it just an illusion? To have a dream, you could change the world. Or was it just a dream? Thanks. Thank you very much. Paul Davey, my brother. Come on down. Bob Saunders, all the way up there in Alaska. Yeah, Bob, we got Billy and Chrissy Eklund here, and you know those guys, and I think Alan's going to be down pretty soon. Is that my cousin Susie that's there? Yeah. Hi, Susie. Thanks for tuning in. So proud of your brother. He made I forget what he made now. He made captain, right? Yeah, chief. Yeah. That's amazing. Good for you, Kev. New York City firefighter. He's a chief now. It's amazing. I remember him. You should see him too. The guy's like, looks like John Jr., John Kennedy Jr. He's just good-looking guy and great guy. Tell him I said hello, Susie. I'm going to do one more here because it takes a couple minutes to get things together for the guys. Any more requests before it's too late? I did your too. You're done. I should have practiced them, but I just never got the time to do it. But I'm glad I did them. I'll it's okay. I got them across. The song came across. It may not have been perfect, but it's okay. I don't want perfect. All right, here's one I don't ever do. Send this one out to Bill and Jan. They have always asked me to do this, and I keep telling them, oh, it's pretty sad, man. It's kind of a downer, man, and we're at a bar, and people want to party. They don't want to hear about death. Actually, this is not about death. This is about redemption. It's about, realizing that whoever goes out of here, someone else is coming in. I was telling you about my friend Don, the ultralight flyer that crashed. And I wrote this one for him and for my daughter. It was right around the same time that my daughter Natalie was about to be born. This is called Turnstile. One goes out, one comes in. I thought about it on the day she was born. Life is just a revolving door. One goes out while the other comes in. One life ends while the other begins. Going through a turnstile. We were brothers, we were more than friends. A twist of fate brought it to an end. But when she opened her eyes to the world anew, that's when I thought I caught a glimpse of you. Moving through a turnstile. Round and round and round we go. The wheel of life and death unfolds. Can't believe how long it's been since the day you left me, my friend. One day I know we'll meet again. Meet me at the turnstile. Meet me at the turnstile. Turnstile. Meet me at the turnstile. One goes out, one comes in. One goes out, one comes in. One goes out, one comes in. One goes out and one comes in. Meet me at the turnstile. Yeah, meet me at the turnstile. Oh, the turnstile. Just meet me at the turnstile. One goes out, one comes in. Thank you very much, everybody. Hi, Trish Calvert. Hey, Paul Case. Yeah, Paul. I'm glad you heard that one, Paulie. Yeah, I remember when I first wrote that, I could say, Paul, I got a new song, got a new song, got a new song, got to hear it, got to hear it, got to hear it. And Paul, he's tough. He looked at me and goes, it's a good song. That meant a lot, Paul. David Winnie and Jackie Kelly from the UK. Say hello to Spike. Hi, Vic Kingsley. He's one of my guests from the Brothers of Brothers, going to be here doing our show here upcoming next couple of weeks. That's going to be great. So here's what we do. For about 5 minutes or so, I'm going to pull my stuff back. We're going to bring the stuff in a little bit, and then we're going to have Nick Kimball and Chris Basin from the Carousers. These guys are great, fantastic. Get ready for some great music. Be right back.
Something move? I'm going to tweak.
Okay, so yeah, well, just like I said, once I get these guys up here, I'll do these camera angle settings again. But yeah, please, thank you for giving me feedback and let me know. Come on up, boys.
All right.
Where was it? Oh, it was underneath there is where it was, in the bar. Yeah, that's right. Put it somewhere where it didn't get wet. Durr. I knew it was around here somewhere. Can I get someone from the audience to help me with this? Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Kev. What I want to do is I'm going to move this station here back to here. Okay, so I want you to grab the mic stands. All you got to do is just grab this. You can grab it up higher. Yeah. Put maybe one hand here and one hand here. All right, let's pick this up. Say hello to everybody, Kev. Could not for the life of me remember where I put those. So I'm thinking I need you guys to come in a little bit. All right, so let's, we could probably just do this all at once. Just grab the mic stand and I'll grab the carpet. Just that much. Okay, do the trick. Yes. Yep. Yeah, that looks right. Yep. Yep. Kevin, can I use you one more time? Come on up and stand up on the stage behind a microphone. Chris, you got to come in just a little more. Okay. stand at that one again. I think the biggest thing is 7 o'clock. I mean, by 8 o'clock, I'm already we just tore down. I'm watching TV. Tell me on a macerating. Not can't use there's too low for gravity. I hope this doesn't. If this starts to bother you, let me know. No, if the wind starts blowing this way, we'll find out. Yeah. Yeah, you probably didn't need a light too, but one's probably would have been fine. But that's all right. Let's see how it works. Only way we're going to find out is if we do it.
It's only going to burn for 2 days.
Yeah. Okay, to give it another minute or two. We're about a couple minutes away, guys. Yep, that's perfect. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Another beautiful night down here in the Keys. It's like a balmy 65 or whatever, right? Well, I turn that stuff on here. That's why we're doing this.
Flannels and flip-flops. That's what's going on right now. Am I too tall for the screen? Am I too tall?
Yeah. It's perfect, and the other camera is perfect.
Wonderful. Cindy, I want to thank you for this lovely cup. Oh, she's out back. Well, that's a good reason too.
Pretty nice cup, nice enough cup.
All right.
Got everything going and working. I don't know, say a few words.
Man, Kevin and Vicky and Bill and Jan driving all the way up from Islamorada to Key Largo. Like, people who don't live here don't get that, but that is a trip. And of course, all of Billy's family and neighbors.
I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Cindy bought a slate.
I have seen that. That's great. That's great.
Very cool.
I tried to get him to spell your name wrong, but because everybody else does that.
I did it. Thank you for reminding me that.
That's so funny. It's so funny. It always happens.
Wow, this is our 8th week doing this. Impossible.
All right.
Right
All
on.
tuned up, Chris?
All tuned up.
It's wonderful.
All right, I need a volunteer over here. We need to hold this up. Right? Like that. Can you see the screen right there?
There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, once again, I want to welcome you all to Billy and Cindy D's Garden Party. Tonight, my special guests are Nick Kimball and Chris Basin. Enjoy the show, you guys.
Cheers and hello, Facebook family, friends, everybody. It's kind of chilly. You don't usually wear long sleeve shirts down here, but my family was here from Maine for Christmas, and they went home and it was 1 degree out, so I'm not going to complain at all. We're going to play a little bluegrass music to get ourselves warmed up because when it's this cold, you got to play fast, right, Chris?
That's right.
This one's called My Little Girl in Tennessee. Well, a long time ago when I left my home to roam down in the hills of Tennessee, was the sweetest little girl that's ever in this world, that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Well, that little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Well, someday I'll settle down in that little country town, that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Well, she begged me not to go. You'll be sorry, girl, I know, for the way that you've been treating me. So I rambled all around, but nothing could be found that beat that little girl in Tennessee. Well, that little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Well, someday I'll settle down in this little country town, that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Someday I wander back to that little mountain shack. I know she'll be waiting there for me. I can see her smiling face standing at the gate. That's my little girl back there in Tennessee. Yeah, that little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Well, someday I'll settle down in that little country town, that little girl of mine in Tennessee. All one more time. Well, someday I want to back to that little mountain shack, to that sweet little girl down in Tennessee. All right. It's one of our slower numbers.
Ease into it.
That one's kind of nice. It just wakes you up, you know. It's been quite a journey down here. Micah. Hey, what's up, Micah? And Dome? Donna. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Donna Shetton. That's a tough name. I could have said several different things. Thanks for tuning in, Donna. Well, let's see here, Chris. Let's move on to a couple different songs here. This is one of the first songs that you and I actually just kind of started playing around the kitchen table.
All right.
Because we're both, big fans of Bob Dylan.
Sounds good.
For the most part. That and you play such a nice mandolin.
Just trying to stay in tune.
Yeah.
Chris from the Lorelei, bartender in Massachusetts. Sounds great, guy.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Micah said sounds great.
Thanks, Micah. Boy, so many, good people down here.
That's for sure.
Well, it ain't no use in sit and wonder why, baby. You don't know by now. Well, it ain't no use sitting and wonder why, baby. It'll never do anyhow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window, baby, I'll be gone. It ain't girls and I'm a traveling on, but don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, baby. That light I never know. It don't take no use in turning on your light, baby. I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish there was something you could do or say to try to make me change my mind, it'd stay. We never did too much talking anyway, so don't think twice, it's alright. There ain't no use in calling out my name. That's Chris Bass on the mandolin right there. Like you never done before. Ain't no use in calling out your name, girl. I can't hear you anymore. I'm thinking and I'm wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child I am told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. Yeah, gave her my heart, Lord, but she wanted my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. Thank you so much, guys. What a pleasure, Billy and Cindy, for having us come play. The last time I was here, it was kind of a funny story, but we all thought we got COVID, but we didn't. So that's the best. That's the good part of the story. Yeah, it was dengue fever instead. So much better. There are some sacrifices we have to make to live down here on this island chain. Yeah, no, that was good. That was good.
That sounds good. It seemed that way, but yeah, no, it's good. It's better now. Thank you.
Here's one of our tunes. It's called Sunday. I do this to Chris all the time live too. Just start the song while he's tuning. He's just like, come on, dude. And I think about you all the time. My eyes are open when you're dancing through my mind. So let's go down and drink a bottle of wine. And when the bottle runs empty, we'll have ourselves a real good time. 'Cause I got all day on Sunday, spend more time with you. When the Monday morning sun lets you rise, I'll be singing today soon. And even the rain on Wednesday can never stop me from seeing you. Oh, no. So let's get in the car and head to the county line. We can sit in the field and look up at the stars of the night. We'd plan the day to get along, walking outside. We can stay right here, turn off our minds. 'Cause I got all day on Sunday, spend more time with you. When the Monday morning sun lets you rise, I'll be singing today soon. And even the rain on Wednesday can never stop me from seeing you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Two eggs and a coffee, Lord, at the Lorelei. Looking right at you, soaking up that morning shine. Let's spend the day together, walking outside. When the night sky falls down, we're heading back to that line. 'Cause I got all day on Sunday, spend more time with you. When the Monday morning sun lets you rise, I'll be singing Tuesday soon. Even the rain on Wednesday can never stop me from seeing you. Oh, no. Yeah, Lord, no. I got all day on Sunday to spend more time with you. That song's called Sunday. Thanks, guys. Hey, Scott Youngberg, Fred Fox. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that. All right, who's next? I'm kidding. This is my, perfect audience, because usually the audience wants to get on stage and do it better than me. Hey, can I sing? I'm a singer. Like, I'm sure you are. Management does not allow that here.
By the way, I manage.
Just say management, they'll leave you alone.
Same tune.
I mean, if you have wooden instruments, you'd know that, like, when it gets so cold in the keys, like right now in the 60s, these poor guitars who are used to 80 degrees. They're hard to keep in tune.
All of a sudden, they're not happy.
Changing right now as we speak too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went through the same thing. Every song I play is like, something just went out already. It is what it is.
All right. Well, here's one called "Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die." I'm not so sure that's good for you, being an alive person, but you never know. Could be something else. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. If anyone don't like it, look on me in the eye. I need to come here and I ain't leaving. Well, so don't sit around and cry. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Yeah, you won't see no sad and teary eyes. Yeah, when I get my wings, well, it's time for me to fly. So call my friends and tell them there's a party, come on by. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. All right. Take me out and build a big old fire, just like Cindy's fire. Roll me in the flames for about 1 hour. Then take me out and twist me up and pull me to the sky. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. If anyone don't like it, look on me in the eye. I didn't come here and I ain't leaving. Well, so don't sit around and cry. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. I didn't come here and I ain't leaving. So don't sit around and cry. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Mr. Willie Nelson. Thanks, guys. Chris had a pretty cool Willie Nelson experience a couple times.
Oh, that's for sure. Well, maybe that's not a good idea.
Well, tell him about
I rode in a bus out to the ranch.
the ranch.
To Luck, Texas.
How did you manage that?
Well, it's the right place at the right time, I suppose. Yeah. That was it. We were in Austin for New Year's, and he was playing at a W, I believe. And it was quite a time. Yeah. It was something.
Go down to see him at Key West when he was down there.
I missed it. I missed it. We were just down there for Tedeschi Trucks Band. Oh, that was really good. That was really good.
So lucky both his sons were there.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, Chris. Let's move on here. I'm a huge Tom Petty fan, and so we're gonna play American Girl. Why not?
Sounds good.
Bluegrass American Girl. She was an American girl, raised on promises. She couldn't help but thinking that there was a little more to life somewhere else. And after all, it was a great big world, with lots of places to run to. God knows she's gonna try. We're trying shit, and there's one little promise she's gonna keep. Oh yeah, alright. I'll take it easy, baby. I'll make it last all night. She was the American girl. It was kinda cold, just like tonight. She stood alone on a balcony. Ooh. She could hear the cars going by on 441, like waves crashing on the beach. For one desperate moment there, he crept back in American girl. All right, American Girl. Nice picking there, Chris.
Hey, thanks, Nick.
So every week I do this, I just remind people that these guys are doing this for absolutely free because they're brothers of mine, and they're.
And it's an honor, of course.
Well, thank you.
There's that too, Billy.
And I have this thing in my mind that
Pleasure.
this is going to end in the end of April, and it's going to come back next year. And next year, these guys are going to get paid. I'm going to find a way to get you guys or get it as sponsors or whoever it is I'm going to get to make it happen so that these guys get paid as well. But until then, for all the folks that are in the audience here tonight, we have a tip jar there. So at the end of the night, if you'd like to tip these guys, please do. And for all of you out there in live stream land, my wife is holding up the Venmo for any digital tips that you want to give. And what did you say earlier about because Chris doesn't have one?
Oh, well, we have an arrangement, since you don't have a Venmo, I keep all the tips. I mean, I did drive you up here.
And you do the singing.
And, I mean, more singing than you, so.
Yeah. And
So-
you tell all the jokes.
Please donate to the Venmo.
You just
and-
refinanced, so I think I'm probably.
Yeah. Help these guys. Don't help these guys out. These guys are fine, but I feel like thank you for doing this, you guys. Love you.
Oh,
Oh,
pleasure,
Billy,
Billy. Thanks for
jeez.
having us.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even play music in this town if it wasn't for you, Billy, so. I mean, you could call me and be like, hey, I need some work on my transmission today. And I got some, barbells I got to move up to the attic. I'll be here.
See what I mean?
Oh, Lord. Boy, this is an old bluegrass song. This one's called the Hobo Song. I first heard a band called Old and the Way do this one with Jerry Garcia and David Grisman and Peter Rowan. Who else is in that band? I guess that's probably it. Billy was in
Billy
it.
was in it.
You see people on the side of the street sometimes, and you just have kind of an instinct of like, oh, you feel bad for that person. This one's kind of about someone, is like a veteran, and had some psychological problems, and came home and just kind of didn't fit back in with his family, and he's out on the streets. And anyway, to all our veterans and all of our service members, and boy, I tell you what, a round of applause for all you folks. We sure do appreciate it. We're down here playing guitar in the Florida Keys. We appreciate you guys taking care of us. It's called the Hobo Song. Let's hope nobody has to ever experience that. I will say that there's a lot of tiny houses going on, and I'm pretty sure that there's tents next. I saw a great comedian. He goes, I don't camp because I don't want to practice being homeless. That's a horrible joke. Nobody laughed. That was a really funny way to explain camping. This is the,
Can't do
this is
better than that.
the part of the night where Chris goes, just play.
And
And too late to feel sorrow, too late to feel pain. He's just an old hobo, lost out in the rain. He'll never cause no trouble, so don't have no fear. He's just an old hobo, and soon he'll be far away from here. He used to be a gambling man, just like you. Until he sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. He used to be a gambling man, just like you. Until he sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. It don't make him ask you, it don't make him beg. He was an old war hero, that's how he hurt his leg. He killed 30 angels with one cannonball. Now he's just an old hobo, asleep out in the hall. He used to be a gambling man, just like you. Until he sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. He used to be a gambling man, just like you. Until he sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. With a wife and 5 children, living out there in LA. They miss their old daddy, who's gone so far away. They still have his picture, well, hanging on their wall. He's just an old hobo, asleep out in the hall. Used to be a gambling man, just like you. Until he sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. Used to be a gambling man, just like you. Until he sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. Till it sank so low, there was nothing no one could do. All right. Thanks, guys. Hey, Robin Fry. Is it though? Is it Robin Fear? Oh. Sorry, I thought it was somebody I knew. Hi, Robin Fear. Can't wait to watch your show. Cool name.
I'm going to change my name from Nick Kimball to Nick Danger.
Oh, man. Sometimes it seems like a comedy act, I tell you what.
Well, sometimes. Cindy said real men drink out of pink cups. And I'm like, I'll take the pink cup.
While you guys are getting tuned, let me make another announcement here. Speaking of Robin Fear and all the guests that I have upcoming, next Monday on the 24th, we have Dave Fader. On the 31st, Monday, Kevin Hurley. Monday, February 7th, Vic Kingsley from Brothers of Others. Dana Keller, a new good friend of mine. We've known each other for a couple of years, but he's a great pedal steel player. With his wife will be here Tuesday the 15th. Chris Bellamy on Monday the 21st of February. Dennis Holmes, who, by the way, I'm playing with Dennis this week, Thursday.
He's my neighbor.
Steve's going to be, yeah, that's right. Steve's going to be out of town, so Dennis is going to be singing with me. Tuesday the 8th, Luke Summer Glenn. The 15th of March, Leah Suter. Sorry, Leah. Monday the 21st, Frank Carmelitano. Derek Cintron from the Brothers of Others. Tom Raisy, my dear friend. Robin Fear, who just said hello, will be here on the 12th of April. Erickson Holt, which is just, you got to see this guy. He's an amazing, he plays the keys, and he's the man. And then Joshua Stedman is my final guest at the end of April. We might do maybe one more. I've been talking to Steve. Maybe we could do a Webb and Davidson thing or something. We'll figure it out. But anyways, there you go. There you have it. Please tell everybody.
Pretty awesome, Billy. I'd like to announce that Chris is going to start doing this every Thursday. I'm joking. He's not. Oh, man. Yeah, and Lozar's Garage, exactly.
That's what we'll call it. Lozar's Garage.
That's the name of the show. This song, Bruce Springsteen wrote it. We love Bruce Springsteen. And then Levon Helms, who's the best drummer probably ever, and also sang like an angel. He made this song, what it should have been and what it is.
And he plays the mandolin, too.
And he plays the mandolin, that's right. I'll tell you what. Anyhow, this song, I think about a lot of people that we've lost the last couple of years, some big-time locals, and, it's really sad stuff. But I do like to think that the song, has some sort of meaning to all that. All right, Chris, you start us off here.
Well, they blew up the chicken man in the Philly last night, and they blew up his house too. Down on the boardwalk, they're getting ready for a fight. Gonna see who them ragged boys can do. There's trouble busting in from out of state. The DA can't get no relief. Gonna be a rumble out there on the promenade. And the gambling commissioner's hanging by the scale of his teeth. Everything dies, baby, that's so fast. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, put your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Well, I got me a job, I put my money away, but I got the kind of debt that no honest man could pay. So I took out what I had from the Central Trust. And I bought us 2 tickets on that Gold City bus. But everything dies, baby, that's a fact. But baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, put your hair up pretty. Well, meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Well, looking for a job, but they're hard to find. There's winners and there's losers, and I'm tired of South Carolina. Well, I'm tired of being cold at the Southern End. When I talked to a man last night, gonna do a little favor for him. Well, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, put your hair up pretty. Well, meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Well, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. And put your makeup on, put your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. All right. Thanks, man. Colleen Leader, Cindy's cousin. Very nice, very nice. And who else we have here? Michelle Eklund, Cindy's niece. Very nice. A lot of Eklunds, you know. What a beautiful night this is. I mean, you know, the fire really makes it.
Beautiful.
That's darn beautiful. One time we got hired to do like a private kind of concert like this, and it was 2 people. And it was the creepiest gig I've ever had in my life. Just felt like I don't know, like they could see through my clothes. I'm not sure. Really creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got paid in massages. No, just massages. Boy, the moon is big. I don't know if it's a full moon or if it was yesterday, but
Right around there.
man, the
right
moon
around
is
that
so
somewhere.
nice. We're going to play a song called Midnight Moonlight. Hope you guys like this one. And again, hello, Facebook, and welcome to Billy and Cindy's garden party. What a pleasure to be here.
Beautiful garden. Thanks for having
Billy's going to come up and play this a little later, and he's going to do a special surprise for you. He's put on his one-man band suit, so he's playing drums, accordion, washboard, and kazoo. So get ready for it. Yeah, it's going to be something. And the spoons. And what's weird is he plays the spoons with his knees. So. Do you start this one off?
I think you do.
I start it off?
I think so.
No, I think you do. Let's just start together. One, two, three. Oh, I gotta put my guitar on.
Put your guitar on.
1, 2. If you ever feel lonesome and you're down in San Antonio, well, beg or steal or borrow 2 niggas and call me on the phone. And I'll meet you in Alamo Mission, where we can say our prayers. of the whalers as we feel there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Whoa, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. If you ever feel sorrow for the things you might have done, with no hope for tomorrow in the setting of the sun, and that ocean is howling where dreams might have been, where the last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Whoa, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Sorry, Billy. I got long legs. And Chris has to tune anyway, so. And I would actually tune that guitar if I was you. Even the strings sound more metallic as the temperature drops. If you ever feel lonesome and you're down to San Antonio, well, beg or borrow, steal 2 nickels and call me on the phone. That ocean is howling with things that might have been. Well, the last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Hey, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. One more time, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Well, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Nice harmonies, Billy.
Nice.
I guess we're in the bluegrass mood. The Bluegrass Festival was in town over the weekend, and we got to see Grass is Dead at the Florida Keys Brewing Company on Sunday. What a great band! Those guys were really
Great band, yeah.
did a really good job.
2 and 3 times during the song, it's still in tune after that one. Yeah, amazing.
It happens. It's 6:25.
Okay.
Well, you know, you asked us to play In Memory of Elizabeth Reed by the Allman Brothers, and we haven't played it in forever,
A long time.
but we tried to relearn it over there earlier, and it might not be perfect, but we're going to give it a shot for Billy, because
All right.
what a cool tune. And this is a song that it's crucial the guitars stay in tune, so it's going to be very interesting. I gotta say a shout out to the Island Paws Veterinary Hospital crew. Thanks for making every day better. You know, it's hard to find good people to show up every day and care, and boy, we sure do appreciate it. Chris is a backcountry fishing guide, and he does a lot of fishing down here in the Keys, and yeah, boy, I tell you, he taught me how to fly fish. And that was harder than anything he's ever done.
Took a while. You're getting there, though.
I continue to be your biggest challenge.
It's not easy.
No. All right, here's our attempt at some Allman Brothers here. All right. Thanks, Billy. Oh, thanks, guys. We haven't played that in ages.
Some slips there. Hey, you want a good try.
I guess we'll do, hey, Karen and Billy Morrison all the way down at, I want to say Ramrod Key. Looks beautiful. Thanks for the invite. I'm just joking, guys. I know. One of these days, I'm just going to show up like on like a Saturday around 3 in the morning. Like I can't get back to Almirada. One more song, Billy, and then we'll get you up here. All right. Let's all have a toast to Billy and Cindy's garden party. A toast to you guys who came out tonight in the cold, and everyone who's watching at home on Facebook. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
All right. I grew up in the state of Maine, and one year I decided I was going to move here, and wrote this song on the way down on the highway. It's not real complicated. That's all right. It's called Going South, and back in the day, my joke was, well, where you moving to? And I said, well, I'm going to put a snow shovel on top of my car, and as soon as I get somewhere and someone says, what's that? This is where I'm going to stay. Yeah.
You've arrived.
I've arrived. You know, just talking, my guitar's out of tune already. Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
It is wild. Here we go. We sure do appreciate it. All right, this one's called Going South, and it features Chris Basin on mandolin and Nick Kimball on guitar. Just like every other song tonight.
It's a good choice.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm going down south for the winter. I'm gonna spend my time in the sun. But I'll leave behind that girl of mine. Well, Lord, how I'm gonna miss her when I'm gone. Well, I have loved her all my life, and now here I find wherever I go, well, it only goes to show, well, she's the only one on my mind. Well, I'll be swimming in the middle of December. She'll be inside hiding from the cold.
But on my lonely days, I'll be wishing I had stayed to keep my baby warm in the snow. But I can only hope she's still there when I get home. And she's wrong with another man. Well, being far away only makes me want to stay right here in my sweet baby's arms. Oh, play us out, Chris. Well, being far away only makes me want to stay right there in my sweet baby's arms. All right, all right. Well, here, give us just a minute or two, and we'll get Billy Davison up here. The man. That's all I know. Well, you know, everybody, every musician who's moved here and been welcomed by Billy and so many others, I mean, we're just lucky people. And thank you for helping me get into this wonderful family and scene of crazy people down here in the Florida Keys.
Glad to be a small part. It's a very small part, but trust me, you're very talented. And it wasn't me, it would have been somebody else. So those two songs that I mentioned, we'll do those the last two. And that would be, so we could probably do like, probably do two songs. Pick two songs, and then we'll do those last two that we talked about. And that'll probably be pretty good.
Do you want to play along with two of our songs?
Yeah, yeah. Just do whatever you guys do.
Let's do a bluegrass version of "In My Life," and I know you'll be able to.
All right, yeah.
You'll be able to.
I can follow that for sure. We put some harmonies in there too. Key of
G. Of all things. Are you guys ready for a selfie?
Howdy.
Howdy.
That's a good one. I love the lighting here. My brother-in-law turned me on to getting these lights.
I think G.
But that's all right. Do it the way you do it. I love it. I love it already.
This guy's a huge Beatles fan, so this will be fun. Will you kind of start it off?
I think we both start, maybe.
I think you're right. Go ahead and help me out here, because I kind of forgot how it goes. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There are places I remember all my life. Some have changed, been for good and not for better. Some are gone and some remain. Well, I know these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall where some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love you more. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning When I think of love as something new, well, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meanings when I think of love is something new. Well, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I loved you more.
Sweet.
Picking on the Beatles.
In my life. Sing it like girly, man.
Ooh. For who? Oh, okay. Just making sure.
I need your social security number and. All right, so the Venmo doesn't have his last four digits of the phone on it. Is that what the problem is? All right, so I guess maybe we're having problems with sending a Venmo to only Nick.
See? Backfires on you.
It knew I was ripping you off.
Yeah, it backfired
That's
on
right.
you.
Yeah, the IRS wants your last
phone am I?
four digits of your phone number. Hi, Tara. Tara Finney, my.
Tara.
Yeah, we love you, Tara. Thanks for being here with us.
Huh. Interesting. One's in D, right?
We're doing what?
I don't know. Oh, we're doing one
Do one more, and then
Yeah.
we'll do those last two. Yeah.
Let's see here. What should we surprise Billy with, Chris? Let's do.
You didn't give me a solo on that last one either. I kind of hurt.
I
I
thought
kind of hurt.
Oh, yeah. You didn't hear him.
It's all right.
Well, I said, how about a solo? Then he ignored me. Let's do Wild Horses. This is kind of a fun bluegrass version of this song too.
Key of G. Uno momento.
Uno momento, por favor.
Yeah, so I'll do this one up here to make it sound nice and pretty. So, while we're doing this here, I got a couple stories about Nick and Chris. Chris was actually we met very early in the years when I first came down here. You were down here before me, I believe. I came here in we came
Huh?
yeah, Sapodilla.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Back then,
You know, we became friends, and we were came over to the house a couple times. I got a chance to meet your brother and your family, your mom and dad, and that was pretty cool. And that was like in the early '90s. And then I think that was right, like you said, right around the time you started picking up the mandolin and started doing that thing.
We did a little fishing.
And we did some fishing, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I was working with this guy named Paul Kay, so there wasn't much room for anybody else at the time, but we did hang out, and you know, I'm so glad that things worked out the way they did. And then Nick, when he came into town one day, I can't remember exactly who it was that told me that he was in town, but someone said there's a new musician in town, and he needs. It might have been Micah. He needs a guitar, and I said, well, shit,
It was definitely Micah.
yeah, I got like 9 guitars, and if he's in town, and if he needs a guitar, I'm, you know.
I knew Billy for 3 weeks. He lends me his custom shop Nashville Fender Telly. It's probably worth $3,000. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, I know you'll take good care of it. I'm like, you know, exactly. I'll take good care of it.
No big thing, you know. I'm just.
Next thing you know, I was playing it behind my head and under my legs. And
On top of the bar.
That's right. Smashing amps and. No, but it was you know, just I love helping people out, and especially musicians, and we need more and more blood. So if you're a musician out there right now and watching, come see me. I'll help you out, or these guys will help you out. We're really open to that stuff. You know, this stuff about protecting your gigs and all that shit. Fuck that. You know, just come on down. We'll find room for you. We will.
I've actually recently taken some. I've taken some. I've always followed you, and like I've learned a lot of things about, you know, talking to the crowd and dynamics. But the most recent thing, Billy, is I've decided to start at least 5 to 10 minutes late to every gig. and there's a reason for that, and it's called Because We Can.
That's true. Yeah, I'll go to Steve. I go, what time is it? He goes, it's 4:59. I said, well, I still got another 6 minutes. Yeah. Somebody in the actually somebody one of the wait staff or one of the bartenders noticed that immediately. He said, "Geez, you know what? You have a bad influence on these guys. They're starting late now."
Thanks for that, Matt. All right.
That's funny.
Here's a song. It's called Wild Horses.
With childhood living is easy to do, with the things that you wanted, well, I bought them for you. Well, graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Well, wild horses would ride them someday. Well, I watched you suffer at the Lincoln Pay. And now you decided to show me the same. Window sweeping exit, window of stage lights could make me feel better or treat you unkind. Wild horses will drag me away. Well, wild, wild horses will ride them someday. Well, I know that I dreamed you a sin and a lie. Well, I had my freedom, but I don't have much time. Well, faith has been broken and tears have been cried. Well, let's do some living. And after we die, then wild, wild horses could drag me away. Well, wild, wild horses will ride them someday. Will drag me away. Well, wild, wild horses will ride them someday.
Sweet.
All right.
We're gonna do Wild Wild Flowers, and key of F. Is that how you do it? I've got the tracks here to do it if you want.
That's right. I keep on that one.
And then the last one will be Garden Party in key of D. Hi, Natalie.
Aw.
Glad you're here. Chris and Nick, say hello to Natalie. You know her.
Hey, Natalie. Hey. Oh, there you are.
She just got off of work.
How was it? Yeah.
I got my hair cut today with Natalie today. The first time she washed my hair for me. They called me at the last minute and said, "Can you come in right now?" And I said, "Well, I got dirty hair." And that's okay. We'll take care of you. That was pretty cool.
Keep going.
It's an F, Chris.
An F.
Yeah.
All right. Just, you know. Are you going to sing it?
No, you sing it. I'll sing the harmonies. Yeah. I love the three-part harmonies we've been doing lately too. That's been really coming out great. So.
Oh, I know you're on the 5th fret.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. it's up to you.
I have to tune one more time.
It's in the key of F. I think that's probably the key you're doing it in. If we have to change it, we can change it too. Yeah. It's in the key of B. Oh no, I don't do B. I got Mark Macri is
Don't do B?
he's a keyboard player, wannabe guitar player, but yeah, someone I said, "Come on, Mark, we're gonna do this song. It goes from A B to G," and he goes, "Oh, I don't do B. I don't play B. B is a tough chord. It really is. It's like that. You gotta press these, and you gotta bar across these three, and if you're really weak and you don't want to try very hard, like Mark Macri, you don't do B."
This chord requires your nose. Little Steve Martin banjo.
You got a joke here? Come on, let's hear it. Steve Martin joke. Come.
Steve Martin was playing the banjo, and he'd be like, "This chord requires your nose."
All right, so
I think you need to change the cable, maybe.
take your time. We'll figure this out.
Chris and I don't use capos because it just makes your guitar more expensive.
So the root is definitely F. So the first chord is what is that? A 3? I don't want to mess you up, so take your time here. Don't let me mess you up.
Start off.
Yep. Yep. Here we go. I love live music.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, getting off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away and find you a lover. Run away somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. La 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 la. Run away and go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. somewhere close to me, far away from your troubles and worries. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free.
Figured it out. All right, for 2 weeks in a row now, we haven't started with our theme song because I realized that these guys kind of know this song here too. So we're going to leave you here with our theme song, the Garden Party. I don't know if I've ever told you guys the story about this song, so I'm going to do that while I'm getting tuned up here. So Garden Party was written by a guy named Ricky Nelson. He was a TV star in the 50s. He was in a television show called Ozzie and Harriet, right? Okay, so far so good, right? He was a teen idol. He had a lot of hits. He was like considered to be possibly someone who could be as good as Elvis. That's how big he was. And he had the television show on top of it. So he was a teen sensation. He had a couple albums, all rock and roll songs from the 50s, that type of style. And then jumpstart forward 30 years later, or 20 years later anyways. So now he's a grown man. He's in his 30s. He's grown his hair. He's a hippie. It's the 70s. They're all smoking dope and carrying on, and grew their hair out and started doing the things that we did back there in those days. And then there was he got word that they were doing an oldies revival. They were doing this tour across the country. It was all oldies. It was Chuck Berry and the Beach Boys and and he was one of them. And this particular show was at Madison Square Garden Party. And so they were working on new material, and they did their show, and they walked out there, and nobody recognized him, and they were kind of going, who the hell is that? That's not Ricky Nelson. That's not the Ricky Nelson I knew. He looks more like a hippie than he looks like a teen idol. And so we did all the hits for everybody. In the audience that particular day, there was John Lennon was there with Yoko Ono. George Harrison was there with his entourage. Mind you, these guys were huge fans of Ricky Nelson. They all wanted to go, hey, my God, oldie show, I'm going to go see Ricky Nelson and Chuck Berry and all these great guys. So in the middle of the show, he started doing some of the newer stuff that he wanted to do, and he actually did a version, I don't know why, but he did a version of Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones, and the audience said they'd had it. And they booed him off the stage, basically booed him off the stage, and he was crushed. And he went home, and he suffered for a couple weeks, and then he wrote this song. And then it became a #1 hit, and then he got to say, fuck you. Here's your old Ricky Nelson. So this is the story about the Garden Party. This is our theme song here. We're going to leave you here with it. And please put your hands together one more time for Nick Kimball and Chris Basin. We're going to get them back here next year for sure. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll leave you here with this last one. God bless you all. Well, I went to a garden party, reminisce with my old friends, a chance to share old memories, play your songs again. And when I got to the garden party, they all knew my name, but no one recognized me. I didn't look the same, but it's all right now. I learned my
lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, and so you got to please yourself. Well, people came from miles around. Everyone was there. Yoko brought her walrus. There was magic in the air. And over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes wearing Dylan's shoes, wearing his disguise. But it's all right now. Learn my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, and so you got to please yourself. Everybody sings along now. La da da da, la 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 la. Take one, Chris. Well, I play them all the old songs. Thought that's why they came. But no one heard the music. We didn't look the same. And I said, hello to Mary Lou. She belongs to me. But when I sang a song about honky tonk, it was time to leave. Here we go. But it's all right now. Learn my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, and so you got to please yourself. You all sing along now. La da da da, la 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 la. One more time, Chris. Well, someone opened the closet door. Out stepped Johnny B. Good. He was playing his guitar like a ringing a bell, looking like he should. So if you gotta play these garden parties, wish you a lot of luck. But if memories were all I sang, I'd rather drive a truck. You see, it's all right now. Learn my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, and so you got to please yourself. One more time. But it's all right now. I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, and so you got to please yourself. Thank you so much, Nick and Chris.
Thank you, Billy.
Please come out and see these guys. They have a great band that plays every Monday at the Lorelei. They're called the Carousers. They also do some other things, too, as well, with Micah and a few other stuff, too. So please come out and support these guys. Support live music. Support us. See you back here next week. Who's our next guest, Cindy D? Who did I say it was? I think is it Dave Fader? Yeah, Dave Fader, and
man.
I believe it's on Monday. So
great.
Nice.
Monday, Dave Fader. Please come see us. All right. God bless you all. See ya.
Thank you. Why'd you leave it there?